Well, you wanted it. Here it is. I hope I don't bust your screens, phones, tablets. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Ugh, it's hell getting old. You guys may have noticed that I got a new camera. I had that Panasonic camera for several years, obviously, since I started doing YouTube. I think that was the camera I bought. So that probably was 7 years ago or so. So I bought a brand new one last year for a camping trip, and I'm going to go make some videos about some of that too. I bought a small camper last fall and went on a trip to Minnesota to pick it up. It's a fiberglass camper. But yeah, so I bought this camera because I obviously needed a new one, and it is a Panasonic WXF 991, and it has a Leica lens. So that's the box that it came in there. So just in case you're wondering, I know a lot of people say, well, what kind of camera do you use? And this is it. So yeah, it's got a lot of stuff on it. It's actually a 4K, which I won't be doing 4K. You don't want to see this in 4K. I let you do it in 720 if you're lucky. But you know, when you start getting into some of the really high definitions, you know, you see all the zits on the nose, you know, like this lovely thing here today. And I'm all scruffy. I didn't shave today because it's Sunday, you know. You got to take a day off once in a while like that. So, but this has a Leica Dicomar lens, which is rather unusual for these camcorder type cameras. That's why I really liked this one. So there's a whole bunch of features on it. It has the zoom thing and all kinds of stuff. And I actually made a whole bunch of videos as I was traveling. I still got to get used to looking at the camera, not the screen. But I made a whole bunch of videos while traveling last year. I put the camera like up on the dash and tried to do some things, but it shook around quite a bit. And I don't know, there's so many people that do videos really well in their car, and I'm not sure how they do that and keep it really steady, but I might put together something of my trip last year, and we'll see how that goes. So, yeah, on to the books. So, how's everybody been doing? Yeah, I was looking here. It has been April 5th, 2012 since I've done a book video. I did a little video with Brenda Lee singing Winter Wonderland, and that was like a year ago at Christmas. And then, of course, I did the little teaser yesterday. But so this is it. I'm gonna see how far this goes. And as far as book videos, I of course have like 5 years worth of book hauls to go. So probably expect a lot of that. I'm probably gonna mix these kind of, I think I'm gonna call it like books and reading or something like that. So it's kind of mixed in and showing things that books on my shelves, because like everything's a haul, right? Since for 5 years and stuff like that. And now I'm just kind of rambling. Well, you know, I have to get used to doing this again. But I'm gonna just keep these really casual, pretty much, and that's how I've always done it anyway. So I'm gonna just show you a few of the books that I got at Barnes & Noble's yesterday, along with a Nook e-reader. I have several e-readers, and I've never had a Nook. I do look at the Nook on my Microsoft Surface tablet, and I can also look at the Nook app like in Windows 10 too. So I do buy Nook books, and it's their app is very nice on the tablet. But I thought I wanted to get the regular, I think they call it a glow light, and maybe I'll show that some other time. But these are some of the books that I got. This is a soft cover, and I'm not sure that it was ever a hardcover book. I didn't really check, but you know, it's one of those you're walking by and walking through the place and something catches your eye. I don't have a whole lot of history type books. I have a few. It takes me a long time to read them because, you know, they generally are dense. So I have to kind of read them slowly, and I tire of them after reading them for a while. It's not like a novel where you can just sit and just kind of read and it flows through. So, but this is The Silk Roads by Peter Frankopan. And it says a new history of the world, and from what the synopsis says, it looks like it has something to do with, instead of the point of view of being like from the West, it's the point of view from the East, from the Middle East over to China, and how the West influences the things that happen over there. So it looks really interesting, so I picked that one up. Of course, I had to pick up a bookmark, right? And I've seen this one online, and I thought it was really cool. So, yeah, I went ahead and bought that one. They had several of them that were pretty cool, but I like that one. Next is the Book of Life by Deborah Harkness. This is the Discovery of Witches. Actually, it's called the All Souls Trilogy. And it's a Discovery of Witches is book 1, and Shadow of the Night is book 2. I do have both of those, and I have read the first one, and I liked it. I can't say that it was like a 5-star book. I think I gave it like 3.5 or 4 stars, but it was interesting enough to keep the series going. And this book was marked down to like $6.98 at Barnes & Noble, and it doesn't even have any, remainder marks on it. I was really surprised. So I picked that up. Next is The Shadow of Death. Well, it's Cindy Chambers in The Shadow of Death by James Runcie. Apparently this has been turned into a TV series in the UK. And they had this first edition. I learned this through... I will get her name. I learned about this through the YouTube channel. Her name is Cheryl, but her channel name is crflamesfan, and I will put a link down below for that. Her channel. She's brand new, and she's I really like her. So far her videos have been pretty short. And but as she gets rolling along, I'm sure they'll probably get longer, like a lot of mine tend to sometimes. But anyway, so these are mysteries. This is the first book in the Grant Chester mysteries. You can see it right there at the top. And yes, I think so far I've seen 5 books. They had all 5 at Barnes & Noble, but the second book had the TV cover, which I don't really care for those too much. I want the original covers. So I ordered the second book through Amazon. So yeah, there's that. And I have been getting into mysteries lately. I've been loving cozy mysteries, and I'll make a video about that some other time. Fourth book that I picked up is Lost Lake by Sarah Addison Allen. Get that there. And this one is, I don't know whether these are actually called a series or not. I'm not sure. But there's at least 3 books in this. I think it's in the same world. I'm not real sure. But it's magical realism. And we have Garden Spells and The Peach Keeper. And this is like the 3rd book in that semi-series of books. So I have read Garden Spells and really enjoyed it. So the Peach Keeper will be, Peach Keeper will be next one up on that. So there you go. There is a little bit of some of the very newest things that I've gotten. And hopefully we'll see you guys later. Bye.